Hey, what's up everyone? Starting this video a little differently. Customer came back for this Audi A5, I think it is. First of all, there is a bubble on the other side, just terrible. I'll show you what that looks like. And they thought there was a bubble on this window also, but there isn't, not that I can see. And then I also asked, well, since it's gonna be redone anyways, because of course, gotta redo it, can we just make it darker? And so I will be doing that, even though I don't find a bubble on this window. The contamination, there's actually a lot of contamination down here that for whatever reason, I either didn't see or I didn't care, which is not good. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to redo it just because there's a lot of contamination down here anyways. So we'll give the customer what he wants. We're gonna darken this up. So in this video, I'm going to be removing the film. Let's see what that looks like, okay? I'm going to actually keep you guys on the inside of the vehicle. So for anyone who needs to remove tint off of their windows, this is the video for you. All you need is a heat gun. If you don't have a heat gun, a hair dryer will also work, and a steamer will also work, okay? I'm gonna use my heat gun in this case because I got it. You can choose to cover the door panels, especially if you're using a steamer, but is it required? No, it's not. I'm going to use my door guards. I won't be using these when I install because it's too tight for these. And if you don't have anything to cover it with, then just be consistent. If you're putting a lot of water down there, just be consistent with wiping it. I'm going to start by rolling the windows down after I go get the key inside the house. I'll be right back. I'm back. Now, I'm gonna roll the windows down in a second, but again, all you need, something to cover it, if not microfiber towels to wipe the panels if it starts to get too wet, and heat gun, and then some solution. This is just water and 3 squirts of Johnson & Johnson baby shampoo. You can use Windex if there's a lot of glue that sticks behind. In this case, for this job, I know there won't be any glue, or very much glue, if any glue at all. All right, so I just want to clear the top. So I'm just gonna apply my heat. Just watch as I go. This is gonna be straightforward. I'll explain it and then I'll go ahead and do it because the heat gun will be on. So I'm just gonna heat a portion, some area of the film at the top. And then you'll also want some sort of blade, some sort of knife. Obviously these are the tools that I use. So this is the blade I use. Sometimes I use stainless steel blades, which is probably actually what I'll end up using in this case, is a stainless steel blade. Mainly actually because that other one is a carbon 45-degree blade. This one, although stainless steel, these are Alpha, and so they're higher quality. And I can bend the blade a little bit to like get underneath the top edge of the film. And that's what you're gonna try and do. If you can't do that, you can just be very careful with this. If you have a stainless steel blade, lightly score the film, lightly, and try to get in underneath the film and then start working your way out with the heat gun and peeling the film off that way, or ripping all the way up to the top, take a side off, take a side off. You're gonna wanna not try to go in pieces. Try to take the whole thing off in one piece. That's gonna be the easiest way to do it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So a tiny bit of glue is at the top. If you're planning to retint the windows, then I highly, 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 highly recommend that you take all of the glue off. Because sometimes your installer will not even know that it's there, and they will tint on top of it. Now, depending on the installer, they'll either redo it, now knowing that there's glue, go and clean off all the areas where glue can be forgotten about, or they'll say F you, and they'll go ahead and leave it and not tint it at all, and not retint it, just give it to you the way it is. But because I know I'm retinting this, I don't want any glue whatsoever. Cool, so now that we're basically almost at the bottom of the space we have, we're gonna roll the window back up. Obviously, as we get to the bottom, I'm covered up, but I'm not safe. Depending on the tool that you're using, this is a very aggressive tool. The safest tool to use out of the ones that I recommended would be the steamer. It's not that you can't burn things, but the likelihood of burning things, it takes longer, so it's harder to burn things. With this, it's easy to burn things. So because that was getting a lot harder to do and it was getting really hot in there, I just decided to just rip it off. So there's a lot of glue left because I just ripped it off. So let's go over there and attack that glue and cool everything down too. I'm just going to use my favorite tool, stainless steel blades. I thought these were Olfa. They're not Olfa. Those probably did not make it any easier to remove the film. It's because these seals are so tight. All right, let's go on the sides with the blade. Make sure there's no glue. You just don't know what's gonna be visible. I mean, you kind of can guess to a certain degree of what will be visible on the other end, on the outside. All right, take my contour, gonna clean these sides, wipe them down a little bit. And this bottom that seemed to have brought up a ton of content. Oh, tight. These vehicles are very challenging. All right, I think we're good. So the tint is off. Let me show you what it looked like on the other side, the bubble. Let's see this. Where are you? Right there. See that? See how the light bounces off the air? There, right there. Obviously, that's got to go. So I'm going to go ahead, do it again. Same thing on the other as the other side. Just going to pull the window down, grab the edge, like try to get my knife into the edge and start peeling it all in one piece, not letting it tear. If it does tear for whatever reason, go down on both sides of the tear to where the tear ends. Try to equally get them both and then try to take them together. And that's it for this video. So hopefully you learned something. If you are looking to remove tint from your windows, that's the process that I go through. It is the safest way, after which, of course, you didn't see me do, but you would just clean the window afterwards, wipe it down to whatever, I mean, however clean you want it to be. So there you go. Have a good one. See you on the next video. Bye.
Bass hit your, when the bass hit your face, you be like. When the bass hit your face, you be like.